Hi everybody, this is Brady, the Honest Woodcutter, coming to you from Danny's 80-acre woods. How y'all doing today? Hope you're all having a good day. It's a fairly mild temperature morning here in the Ozarks. Looks to be a pretty beautiful day, to tell you the truth. Typical September day. So anyway, guys, today I'm gonna be cutting this really big red oak for you. And I started cutting it the other day. I was cutting all around in here. I cut all these little tops out of here, and I started cutting on this with the 350 with the 20-inch bar, and quickly decided it wasn't going to be big enough. So I've got a few 18s laid out here that I already cut. I've got a few 18s already cut here, and I've got some marks laid out on this, but now I don't think I'm going to do it that way. I think I'm going to try to make this whole tree into 16-inch wood. I've got a cord delivery of that going out on Friday, and I've got about enough for the guy, but then I'm probably going to have another sale of it after that. So that's what I'm doing today, making some premium 16-inch wood. It looks to be a pretty good tree. It does have a hollow end down here, so I don't know how deep I'll get down into it before it becomes crappy. But this end up here all looks good. As you can see, it's a good tree. The sap ring's not gone yet, which is the problem with a lot of this red oak. The sap ring goes on it, and then it doesn't look so good no more. So as a lot of you probably know, this 80 acres is my main cutting grounds, and then the Lisa's 400-acre piece was my backup grounds. Well, I'm trying to hit this hard and get all I can get out of it, because the wood's going to turn not so good. I'm already getting some, especially the limb wood and stuff, that just isn't it almost isn't worth cutting and taking home. I don't want to sell a product unless it's, top notch. And so I'm figuring I get the rest of this season out of this place, and I'm probably gonna blow this, because it's just getting too far gone, or will be getting too far gone. I mean, the spores have really taken over, as you can see, and once the spores take over, then you lose your sap ring, and once you lose your sap ring, then the wood becomes crusty and crumbly on the outside, kind of like that's getting right there, and then it just isn't attractive anymore. So that's actually not bad though. That actually looks pretty good, but yeah, there's a lot of it that's becoming that way. And so I figure I'm going to start, well, deer season's coming on, so I'm going to have to go back to the 400 acres and cut pretty soon anyway. I'm hoping the grass and weeds will kind of die down there so I can get back in there again. And but yeah, I'm trying to hit this hard and get all I can get out of it. So remember, I'm going to cut this for you this morning. I know you all saw Maxine, the Redmax, the other day. So I brought her out to cut this. I'll probably cut the majority of it with that. And then I've still got the Husqvarna 350 with a good 20-inch bar and chain on it. I can use if I need to. I've got the 450, which has kind of a janky chain that I sharpened on it. I'll use it if I have to, but it probably won't even get used today. And then I've got a little saw I picked up the other day. I'm sure some of you guys know Charlie Brooks, like Joe at Joe's Premium Firewood. You know who Charlie Brooks is. He lives not far from me here, and he found his friend had this little saw he wanted to get rid of. He asked me if I wanted it. It's a pool and it's a junk saw, but $35, and it starts and runs good. So I thought, well, for $35 I can use it as a little limmer, just use it up and throw it away. So and it's got a brand new chain on it, so I'm gonna be using that a little bit to top with too. But anyway, guys, I guess I'm gonna set this tablet up for you. And I'm gonna start Maxine and let her warm up a little bit, and then we'll get started on this. I got my trailer here today to load the big rounds on. Set this up right here. That looks pretty good. You should be able to see me all the way down to there, and then I'll have to move it. I'm going to pause for a minute, start the saw, and let it warm up, and then I'll be back. Ooh. New and shiny, just out of the box. Lost my other pair somewhere. I haven't had them in over a month, about 2 months. It's been about 2 months. I've been using 2 pairs of earplugs I have, just use them and using them. But new earmuffs, good stuff. I'm gonna get me a pair of chaps soon. I've been looking at them again. I mean, I know how much they cost. That's the reason I haven't bought them, but I'm gonna get me a pair. It's getting cooler weather now, so I figure once it gets down to be where it's, staying around the 50s and 60s, be a good time for me to get used to wearing the chaps. I don't want to do it in the hot weather. So I'll get used to wearing them, and then maybe I won't have a problem with wearing them as the weather gets warmer again next year. That's my theory anyway. So anyway, I think that's probably sufficiently warmed. We're gonna cut this in as far as we can, and then I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna go cut that end of the tree and work my way back down to the middle where it's touching the ground. So anyway, guys, let's have some fun. Get her done. As far as I can tell, that's pretty solid down to where I stopped cutting. I'm going to go ahead and roll it over and finish cutting it, and then I'll see if I can get one more piece out of it. And I'll start on this section once that's out of the way. Heavy son bitch. Cool, I love it when they pop off the ground like that. Let me see what we're looking at here. Now I'm hitting a hollow spot again. And this is the point where I stop and grab a smaller saw to cut smaller wood. I'll pause the video for a minute and let another saw warm up, and I'll be back. Hello, it's me again. It's a decent running saw for 35 bucks. It idles good. It revs out good. It was way out of adjustment. I had to adjust the idle way down on it, but not bad. I mean, for $35, it's a throwaway saw, man. If I get pissed off and throw the thing against a tree, I'm not out much. Look at the cheap handle on this thing, man. Look at that piece of rubber they put on there to cover the spring. It's almost laughable. See how close you are here. Check out the view. Yeah, ain't bad. I'm gonna tilt it up some. There you go. Put my earmuffs back on, and I'll go cut this little top wood out of my way. I wonder how long that would take. These saws are famous for that. Anyway, I was about done with her anyway. I'm going to see if I can cut. So I'm going to get up to 350 here in just a second, I guess. And I'm going to move these. I'm going to move this stuff right here. And I'm going to get out to 350. Cut that top off up there. And then I'll roll this one over and finish cutting her with the 350. Give me just a minute. There's old Rowdy. I know some of you remember Rowdy. The old 350. You see why I named her Rowdy? I've been having some trouble with her. Or with him. I've been having some trouble with Rowdy, but I put a new spark plug in him and that seemed to straighten out the problem. So we'll see. Now I'm going to set this tablet up. And I'll go to cutting with it and see how he does. I shut it off. Well, I found the reason it's got a hole in it. Let me show you this. Look at the ants. Well, it's still usable. I'll just have to knock the ants out of it as best I can, and have a can of spray handy or something. I hate ants. Anyway, old Rowdy's running like a champ now. I thought the coil was going out of it. I kept losing power. It was cutting out, dying out. I thought, crap. So I started taking the coil off of my parts saw to change it. When I pulled the spark plug wire off, the end of the spark plug came off. The whole little metal part screws on. So, yep, new spark plug. It runs like a champ. We're gonna do a little more, and then I better. 31 minutes. This video's getting pretty lengthy. We'll see if we can get a little bit. Let me get you a little closer again, since we're done with this section. There we go. And I've lost my oil. I know I just filled this. I don't know what that dysfunction is. I'll have to take the bar, let it cool down, pull the bar off. It's probably got something plugged in it, in the end of the bar. It happens a lot. Anyway, guys, this is why I don't give up whenever I hit ants. I got down to that section, and it's ant free again. So it's just this part right here. There's about 1, 2, 3 or 4 rounds that got ants in them. They ain't bad at all. So Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause. I'm going to cut for a while. And then I'm going to show you guys how I load these big rounds on my trailer. So stay tuned. I'll be back in just a few. Well, guys, I'm doing a lot better at my film pausing to cut out the parts you don't need to see, or to keep the video from being too long. I managed to make it all the way through this video, and I haven't shut you off. So my tailgate in my trailer is kind of crooked. I don't have it strapped in, but it didn't fall out. Anyway, guys, I'm going to show you how to load this big old stuff here onto the trailer. I'm just going to point at the trailer, show you what I do here. Pull my tailgate out. I got the handle on. I got the handle on this side. If I turn it over like this, it becomes a ramp for the logs. Set it right about. If I can get over a little. There we go. Set it right about there, and I'm going to start rolling some of these big ones on there for you. Or for me, but you'll see. That's what I meant. Can you see me okay? Let me make sure. Okay. I think you can see me okay there. This one having that hollow spot in it, it ain't too heavy of a piece of wood, and it's only 16-inch. But sometimes them big old ones that are like 24, 26 inches and solid, I just can't hardly, I mean, I can't hardly get some of them on the trailer. That was a cakewalk. And there was more heavy than that one. Just roll about 3 on there, and then I'll have to stop and put them up in the front. This one is not round. It's egg-shaped. And the bark keeps falling off, so that makes it even harder to get a hold of it. Okay. Oh, I love the ones that aren't round. At least they don't have any giant knobs on it. Those are the ones that suck the most. That's how I do that. And I'm going to roll this up here. It'll stay. About how we do that. And this one's so big, it won't go in that hole, so you'll have to go right there. I'll put some of the more smaller, medium-sized ones along this side. Oh my goodness, guys. It might be cool, but it sure is a humid one. I'm sweating. Okay. You get the gist of that. I'll be doing this for a while. That will hold, it's going to hold at least 5 rows, probably close to 6. Yeah, I think 5, and then I'll be able to put some along that side and along the back. Anyway, guys, thanks for staying with me till the end. I think it ended up being a pretty good video, and love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.